Hi again, and welcome to week 3 of English in the Modern Office. This week we'll be discussing emails. The first lesson of the email will discuss the basic structure of an email, and the second lesson will go over how to write an email. Email is short for electronic mail. It's a way of sending and receiving messages very quickly across the internet. There are plenty of different and free email services available for which you could use. And you could create as many emails accounts as you want. You may yourself wonder why we use emails or learn how to write an email. But you know what? Writing emails does matter. Emails are a valuable, quick, and efficient way to communicate electronically. It will also get you far ahead in your life, especially in job settings. You may tell yourself, I can just text my friends or boss. You could with your friends, but when it comes to business settings, it is far more respectful to write a letter to your superior or boss rather than simply sending a text. With a text, we might be tempted to write a short sentence or paragraph, which we can use for friends and family. But when it comes to a formal setting, we should resort to emails, which give you the opportunity to show your professionalism. Writing emails is not as simple as you think. It's not like writing a novel. It's not about writing a long essay and pasting it into your emails. Emails should be brief and to the point, but we will discuss more on how to write an email in the next lesson. For now, let's talk about the basic structure of an email. The 3 main learning goals that are covered in this lesson are writing the structure, the screen of the email, and subject lines. Let's discuss a bit of the structure of the email first. The most successful emails follow a certain structure. You could divide these structures into chunks to help you remember them better. When we compose an email, we should consider what points to write. Writing an email is almost like writing a letter. Imagine writing a letter to this person. If you want a person to know what your letter is about, you write your subject on the envelope, letting the recipient know why you've written them a letter. Then they can choose to open the letter on the spot or save it for later. The same goes for emails. You should write a subject line so that the recipient will know the purpose of your email. Much like a letter, you should start off greeting the person. Then you go into writing the main body of the email, stating the reason for writing to them. The key to remember is to keep the email short and focus on the topic. Don't discuss something else. Don't ramble or rant on about your day. Keep the email professional and brief. Once you've written down your email, make sure you have a closing sentence, wishing the person well. Then, at the bottom of the email, you could add a sign-off and make sure to write your name. The formula is almost the same as writing a letter. If you wish to attach a document or a file to your letter, you would use a paper clip clip the file to the actual letter. In email, it's much the same. This is where you would attach a file of your report to send to your teacher. If a recipient has sent you an email with attached files, scroll to the bottom of the email and find the attached files. To download them, you should click on the documents. Make sure the document doesn't contain any viruses first before you download the file. You don't want to download the file if you don't know the person. Now remember, once you've sent out an email, you cannot cancel it. So make sure you have written down everything you needed before you click send. We will also look at the screen of the email in this section. Many email services might have a different look from each other, but for most of them, they have the same buttons: to, from, a blank space for you to write your email, a paper clip to attach your files, and send. In this lesson, we'll be looking at the basic structures of the email screen and subject lines. Even though emails are similar to writing a letter, there are still some differences. Once you go through the lesson, you'll have a better understanding of the many functions of email in English.